Magandang oras mga kababayan, mga ka-Golden Boy. Nako, ito na naman ang Iran. Bistadong-bistado ngayon, nagre-recruit na naman ng mga minor de edad para gawing sundalo sa final battle on the ground ng Iran versus Amerika. Kung sakali daw na talagang lusubin sila ng Marines, ng boots on the ground, so ibig sabihin ng labanan ay nasa lupa na, ay makatulong daw itong mga minor de edad na edad from 12 years old to 18. Yan yung mga recruit nila na kabataan eh. Kaya ay nako, kabataan, mga minor de edad, ang liliit eh. Basta't makakalabit na daw ng gatilyo, okay na. Grabe naman ang itong Iran na ito. So ito ang ating Fox News channel, mga kaibigan natin diyan sa Fox News, at ito yung update sa nangyayari, lalo na yung pagpasabog ng malaking tulay sa Iran, isang strategic bridge na pinasabog, wala ng koneksyon ang Iran sa labas, at ang pagbagsak ng eroplano ng Amerika. Ano kaya ang update sa piloto? Atin pakinggan ang balita galing sa Fox News channel.
Easier target for the Iranians. Retired Vice Admiral Robert Harvard's with me now, former Deputy Commander of CENTCOM. And sir, welcome to our coverage. Day 35 now. What's your focus? What are you observing now?
Bill, as you just talked about, it still remains the missiles and the Straits of Hormuz. The fact that after 35 days, we've still not been able to shut down their missiles and we can't get traffic through the straits, make it clearly understand why the president's frustrated. But you can say this is also the last lifeline for the government of Iran.
Sabog yung tulay.
That's their last elements of power. So they've got to sustain that to remain in power, not only externally, but internally. And you also talk about this bridge. The geography of Iran is very limited. The Zagros Mountains running north to south in the west, the Alborz Mountains in the north on the east to west, and then the large deserts such as the Dasti Kabir make these roads critical to Tehran. These are somewhat the main thoroughfares. So if they're going to move logistics, if they're going to move people, they're going to move assets along these roads. So I think that's why they decided to start going after some of the civilian and significant infrastructure.
We've talked about asymmetric warfare, and the asymmetry that Iran has really poses a danger for the region and the United States. Talk about Hezbollah and the Houthis, etc. But here's another aspect a lot of people haven't considered. Wall Street Journal today. Iran beefs up defenses, recruits children as it prepares for ground war. Tehran promises an all-out fight if the U.S. invades, including new attacks on
Okay, so ito na nga yan, no? Iran beefs up defenses, recruits children, nag-recruit ng mga kabataan as it prepares for final ground war. So, kapag nangyari yung assault ng Marines, ay isasabak nila itong mga kabataan na to. Siguro mga apo nila to mga anak. Kasi 12 years old pataas ay pwede nang magiging army ng IRGC. Talagang naubusan na sila ng army, no? Kasi na-trap yung 300 army ng IRGC, na-trap sa loob ng underground city. Hindi makalabas, siguro buhay pa ngayon. Pero mga payatot na yun sa ngayon na panahon kasi walang magandang kain. At baka maubusan na rin yun ng tubig, ay patay sila doon sa loob. Kaya nag-recruit na lang ng mga kabataan kasi nga malaki ang nawala. Maraming bilang na sundalo ang mga na-trap sa loob ng mga tunnel na binumba ng Israel at Amerika. Kaya ito, pakinggan natin ang correspondent dito sa Fox News. Anong masasabi niya dito sa recruits for children as it prepares for the ground war. Yan ang Iran.
With regard to that potential invasion, what do you see in the amphibious forces that have moved in there? What do you see in the 82nd Airborne, sir?
The options to put troops on the ground anywhere we want. If it's going to help solve those two problems on the missiles and the straits, then it may be worth the risk. But they can't deny us access talking about asymmetric warfare where they tried to deter us from activities. That's what they've used
Ayun, no,
missiles
grabe,
in the
putol
streets
talaga,
for.
oh.
They can't stop our forces. If we want to put those assets anywhere we want, we can do that, and they can't stop us.
Okay, Javad Zarif, I think I'm saying his name right. He's the former Iranian foreign minister. Okay, so he's not in power, but he is alive. And apparently he put out a proposal in a written piece that cleared overnight. And this is what he said in part, how Iran should end the war. Tehran should offer to place limits on its nuclear program and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for an end to all sanctions, a deal Washington would not take before but might accept now. I don't know how this works in the hierarchy of power within the Iranian government now, but does that tell you something about the
Ayan, so
potential
pati
for
nga
the
isa
state of
sa
diplomacy?
dating mataas na opisyal ng Iran ay nagsasabi na buksan na ang Strait of Hormuz. Hindi yan pakinggan ng IRGC. Dahil iba talaga ang doktrina ng IRGC, talagang patay kung patay, walang kinakatakutan daw pero nagtatago naman sa tunnel. Bakit nagtatago kayo sa tunnel kung hindi kayo takot? Di ba? Dapat lumabas kayo para sabihin na matapang. Ngayon ay yun nga ang pinagsasabi ng isang mataas na tao sa Iran noon. Hindi na ngayon nagtatrabaho. Pero sabi niya ay buksan na ang Strait of Hormuz. Iranian yun Pero sa tingin ko ayaw talaga. Yan na lang kasi ang huling barahan ng IRGC. Ang Strait of Hormuz. Ano ba bang kanilang barahan yan? Wala na Ang sa kanila dyan, walang makapasok para tabla-tabla na, di ba? Para mahirapan din ang Gulf State na walang kita, maapektuhan ng negosyo, at least patas-patas. Gulf State, kawawa hindi nila mailabas yung kanilang mga oil. Merong mga daanan doon sa Bab el Mandeb, sa Gate of Tears. Pero meron namang mga hijacker doon na Houthis ng Yemen. Kaya mahirapan talaga ang Saudi at mga partner nito sa Arab State ng Gulf State sa pag-export ng kanilang mga langis. Kaya ang buong mundo, lalo na tayo sa Pilipinas, ay nahirapan talaga tayo. Kaya nga kung mag-drive tayo, tingin tayo sa metro sa meter fuel tingin tayo sa meter fuel. Baka di ba, baka pula na. Ay nako, Ginoo. Sana matigil na 'to mga kababayan, Walang hindi naman natin masabi na walang kakwenta-kwenta kasi kung pinabayaan natin ang Iran na magpadami ng nuclear missiles, ay pati tayo isa-site din sa Iran. At very destructive 'yun. Kasi hindi pa nga natapos ng Iran ng kanilang nuclear ay nagsasabi na naatakihin nilang NATO, lalo na kapag tapos na yung mga nuclear na yan, ay lagot ang NATO diyan, pati Amerika. Pati mga ka-allied ng Amerika, pati tayo diyan. Damay tayo diyan. Kaalyado tayo ng Amerika Alright, tapusin na natin ang balita.
Because if people are listening to him, I think that's the first indication maybe that the Iranians are moving in these so-called talks.
Bill, without a doubt, you have a senior leader acknowledging the demands we've made. And so that's a big step in and of itself. But validation of, does he have the authorization? Who's speaking for the government? So that's at least a crack in that veneer that here's a guy willing to step forward and has been part of the government to say that. So I think you're seeing indicators of the regime and how fragile and how damaging this has become to them.
Ay sabihin na natin walang mga pinag-aralan yan. Hindi marunong ng diplomacy, hindi marunong ng deal. Kanina lamang ay meron na namang breaking news na isa sa mga intelligence officer, general ng intelligence ng Iran ay natamaan na naman ng missile, deadball na naman ito. Kaya naku, mauubos talaga eh. Sabi ni Trump, first layer gun, second layer gun, third layer soon to be gone. Soon na mawala daw, sabi ni Trump. Grabe naman talaga, no? Ang tatapang pero nagtatago sa mga tunnel. Anong klaseng katapangan yan? Okay, so anong masasabi nyo dito mga kababayan? Ang Iran ay nag-step up sa pag-recruit ng mga kabataan na sundalo para huling depensa nila sa battleground, sa gera sa kalupaan. Pag-comment sa ating comment section at ako'y magpaalam na. Maraming salamat. At sa mga bago pa lamang na nag-subscribe, ako'y saludo sa inyo at sa aking mga avid followers. Hanggang sa muli. Love and peace.